Welcome to the walking journey. Hope you guys are doing awesome. I'm sorry guys, but I really had to do this stream. I'm like I'm like stressed out. Who knows how many people are gonna watch this, but I know I've been saying it, but I gotta get active again on Rumble. I really do. I don't want to give up. For some odd reason, like it was going through my mind today that maybe this time I'm able to make it, even though with the shadow banning and everything. So there has to be a way. Like, uh, I'm just like, dude. I'm just like, man. I don't know what to do anymore, guys. I just like, man. I got a real bad itch in my back. I don't know what it is, but it's like I'm kind of stressed out, man. I've been on vacation this whole time. I go back to work this Thursday, and I have not enjoyed my vacation at all. It's like every day that I've been home, it's just like the wife has just been like arguing and fighting with me. It's like it's had me it has me to the limit already. I don't know what to do anymore. I have no idea what to do anymore. So I just came and sat in my car here for a little bit. I like to go to sleep, but it's like I don't have that peace. And then my original plan was during my vacation was to do my 7-day dry fast, and I've not been able to accomplish that. I have not been able to go past 2 days. It's like, oh, it's just been one after the other. And then today I try not to think about it, but what's up, dear vet? I try not to think about it, but it's just the honest truth. The economy does have me. It's starting to stress me out even more. That's another thing. Like I went today to go buy some deodorant. I could swear I usually buy the multi pack to save a couple cents. I'm very sure about it, and I don't really buy. Look, well, let me go back a little bit. Let me go back a little bit. Okay, when Trump left office, I was always a big fan of Old Spice, so I was buying the Old Spice. It was never an issue, and I remember being like around $3 and change the multi pack. No, it was like $5. I take it back. Yeah, like $5 maybe. But Old Spice used to give you a lot, especially if you got the multi pack. And after I heard a report that people sued because they got cancer from using the deodorant, I switched over to another brand. I switched to a couple brands, trying something here and there, see what works. So then I was kind of starting to use either Degree or Dove because they even got Dove for men. So I've been kind of going back and forth. Whoever has the best pricing on those, but I know this is the ones that work the best for me. So then I get the antiperspirant, but I could swear the last time I bought deodorant was like 3 months ago. I put this on everything, or maybe 4 months ago, because I try to get the biggest one with the biggest quantity and the multi pack, not a single one. I could swear I paid like $4 and some cents. And I bought it here at Dollar General. I clearly remember. Now I went back for the same deodorant. I didn't even see if it was the same quantity. It was close to $10 for deodorant. How I wish I didn't have to put deodorant on. Like somebody was telling me they don't use deodorant because they don't even need it. A family member of mine was telling me about that. They don't even use deodorant, but I am just completely shocked. The same deodorant, $10, and it's not just that. The Bluebell ice cream, it always used to be, because I've always liked Bluebell, 4.99, and then when it went on special, they'll drop it to 2.99. Now the same bucket of ice cream is $9. $9. Gas is going up. Oh, it's like, man, crap. It's got like, it's like there's just no way not to think about it. I'm sorry. There's just no way not to think about it. And I got my expensive to a bare minimum. I don't know how some people are making it with car payments. Some guy at work was saying that his mortgage is like almost 3,000 a month. I'm like, crap. I don't know, guys. It's like, and then tomorrow I'm gonna go check out a couple of dealers. Check out a couple of Freightliner Cascadas to see how much it would be to get my own truck. I've been looking online, but I want to see them in person. Like, should I just take my money and buy some more gold, or it's like and just wait it out, or because honestly, I'm planning to get my truck. I'm planning to pay most of it in cash, to be honest with you guys. And I mean, I don't know what to do. Or am I gonna make the mistake that I get my own truck, even if let's say I hang up paying for it completely at the beginning, and then what? There's no work. That's what I'm worried about. Should I stay at my job that I'm sick and tired of like working for people? I'm just like, then my job stresses me out too. I'm working with this guy that's so lazy that makes the job so difficult. This guy's like, I don't know what's wrong with this guy mentally. I have no idea. It's like, I'm like, man, he makes the job more difficult, more stressful than it should really be. He doesn't do his job. And I know he's not there. He's only there because I'm not going to go there. It's kind of pointless. Some people are going to get mad, and it's like, there's only one reason why he got hired. Believe me, if I already had my own business, I would air it out. I wouldn't even care. For the meantime, I'll just gonna stay quiet. That's just the state of how it is here in Texas. And what can you do? All I can say is that I'm not special enough. In the eyes of the government, I'm not special enough. And what's up, Jenny H? What's going on? And it's just like, it's just absurd. They had to pay almost $10 for deodorant today. That's just, and I was gonna buy it at Kroger the day before. My wife told me, "Oh, we got a coupon." I said, "Nah," because Kroger's a little bit more pricey. I said, I'm gonna get a Dollar General because I know it's only like $4 for like a twin pack." But I walk in today to get my deodorant, it's almost $10. Like really? Like really? $10, almost $10. I'm not bashing on the store or the brand. It's just I got a worthless currency in my wallet. Is losing more value because somebody up in Washington D.C., bunch of people are deciding to get more rich off of this and keep me enslaved. And not to mention our local governments. There's a Facebook page that I just joined. How they're, man, Jenny H. So it's not just me then, man. Jenny H says, Anthony, no, my toothpaste is almost. Oh, hi Anthony, my toothpaste is almost $10. You should move out here. No inflation. Where the heck do you live where there's no inflation? Buzzy 181 Anthony, I agree with you. But anyways, man, it's like crap. Then I saw on a Facebook web page that here in Montgomery County, Texas, they just keep raising and raising property taxes. And yeah, I've noticed it too. Property taxes is like, okay, so my deodorant's gone up almost to $10. My groceries have gone up through the roof. Can't stop eating. Even if I could stop eating for a certain amount of time, but I can't indefinitely stop eating. So what's gonna happen? Like it's like, and then this year I should hit 100,000 at work. Last year, with all the problems I had at work, them cutting back on my days and cutting back on my hours, I still gross 95,700. That's not including little side money I make on the side. But think about it. Just by my work alone, I should hit 100,000 this year. I think I should. I might be wrong, honestly. Oh, but I'm starting to realize it's like I'm almost back to like what when I used to make 32,000 a year back in 2018, 2017. I take it back, 2017. I'm practically back to what I'm making 32,000 back in 2018, and I was thinking about that. And some people still believe that $100,000 is good money today. And then you have a lot of people that are still in denial about all this. Some guy told me, "Oh, you just gotta adapt." So I asked him, "Well, how do you adapt to inflation?" I go, honestly, you tell me, how do you adapt to inflation?" I go, "Do you even know what inflation is?" I don't even think people would know what that is. Pink, piglet, pecker. You're making me half. You're making half because everything is doubled. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's like it's stupid, man. I was so a couple weeks ago, I was so like psyched out that I was at Waterburger at a what's a restaurant? If you mostly don't know what it is, well, you guys can look it up. Waterburger. And I asked the manager lady there, like, "Are you guys hiring right now?" I was so tempted. I told him I could work 1 day out of the week. Yeah, Jen, but even if you do get a raise, it's like, I mean, what are you gonna see, like a $10 difference on your paycheck after taxes? Maybe 20 if you're lucky. Man, things are just like I'm telling you. 3 months ago, I'm very sure. I remember it was like I remember I told my wife it's only like $4 the pack of deodorant over at the Dollar General. I'm just gonna go pick it up over there. She had a coupon, but next time I go to Kroger, I'm gonna see how much the same deodorant is over there. But the point is, it was almost $10. $10. It went from $4 and like 35 cents up to almost $10. Who's gonna give you that kind of raise? Who's gonna give you that kind of raise? You're not gonna get that kind of raise anywhere. I'm sorry. Like I noticed it too. Like the cookies that I used to buy my kids, now they're $4.99. $4.99, and this is the store brand. It used to be $1.98. I remember it was like $1.98. Yeah, another $4.99. And you know what? This isn't like we're not talking about um and I'm not talking about like something that just happened the last 4 years. It just happened here in a couple of months. Okay, Anthony, you're not going to believe this, says Buzzy 1818. But there's still people out there who are still voting for Joe Biden. Can you believe it? Yep. Yeah, you know what? You can't even say anything about that, Buzzy181. I made a comment on Facebook and here on YouTube. My comment was deleted. Yeah, deodorant is $10. Yep. It's like it's not about getting a raise or switching jobs. I'm like I'm just thinking like try to become an owner operator. That's like the only thing. Like depends if I can meet up with this guy again tomorrow, see what he tells me. Is that same guy that's been wanting me to go work with him? But I got to get my own truck, and then I keep hearing that taxes are gonna double next year because Trump's tax cuts are gonna expire here in a couple of months. And I was looking at the tax rates. Well, as soon as Trump tax cuts expire, my, we're jumping from 15% deduction. Prepare for this, guys. Right now, on average, we're getting 15% deducted from our paycheck. And I was looking at my tax return, and I always do that at the end when I get my tax return. I always add up how much they took out of my check the whole year. Man, even with all those the tax return, I didn't get all my money back. If you add in Social Security, the federal, and all the taxes, you never get it all back. So it's jumping from 15% to 44.6% is going to get deducted from your paycheck. And that's not even including if you have other taxes in your area. Like me, my property taxes keep going up. Sales tax. Oh man, don't even get me started on the tax thing. So prepare for that tsunami here. They're saying that the Trump tax cuts should expire like a month after the president gets sworn in, like a month after. So that's gonna be the big tsunami here. And Joe Biden wants to just to he doesn't want to say he raised taxes. He's just gonna let it expire because that's what he wants. Did you see that Social Security funds may run out by 2035? I seen the headline. I just haven't looked into it yet. But that is just wrong, man. But there's plenty of money for Ukraine, right? Plenty of money for Hamas, plenty of money for the nation of Israel, plenty of money again for the endless wars. But our people that worked hard out here, and I just saw an interesting headline that in California they want to repeal the minimum wage being uh, raised up to $20 an hour. But now, listen to this. I saw the same report. They're saying that fast food workers now make more money than U.S. military servicemen. You guys explain that to me. They're saying that the U.S. military, it is the only industry that has not got a raise, and they are the lowest paid occupation out here. Yes, if you want to join the army, you are practically making less than minimum wage. So I know some people have commented me, oh, they got great benefits. Um, I know people that retire with full benefits, but yeah, I used to have great benefits when I worked at UPS. I had what they call Cadillac health insurance back then. And honestly, you cannot take your health insurance card with you to the grocery store or when you pay your rent or your mortgage or whatever bills you got to pay. So it is a very sad day when our servicemen make less money than people that work in fast food. That is wrong. There's no money for our great servicemen. God bless you. They are our heroes. They are the true patriots. And but there's and Social Security as well. But there's money for Ukraine, and that's something that Joe Biden supporters they just can't give you an answer for it. Like, why do you support killing people? It's like, I don't support any war. I'm sorry. Why are we even getting involved in other people's beef? Think about it. Yeah, if you're a Joe Biden supporter, you tell me this. When you see somebody getting beat up on the street, do you get involved? I know I'm serious. I know you're probably those. I know there's people that love to sit there and record with the phone. You bunch of idiots, ungrateful idiots. Instead of like all biting, instead of calling the police or like. But anyways, like, most of the time would you get involved? You don't know the person has a gun. You don't know the person has a knife. You don't know the outcome of it. You don't know if that person can beat you up as well, right? So why will we get involved in somebody else's domestic problems? No, we have no business in that. We can't dirty our hands. We can't fill our hands with innocent blood. It's like people don't understand it. But okay, let's see. Jenny H says, "I've heard that, but is it real for now with everything going on in recent years?" Okay, Piglet Packer says, Jenny, they have been saying that for decades. 80 years old, working in Pennsylvania, I guess PA, Pennsylvania, right? Oh my goodness, it's like they don't understand. It's like, and I remember when the Democrats and the left, they used to be anti-war, but no, now they're pro-war. Even these so-called conservative Republicans, they're the same way. They're all pro-Ukrainian. I got so mad one day because we have there's a veterans memorial monument here in Conroe, right there on 105 in Interstate 45, right? Some people know the street as West Davis, but anyway, that's a whole different video. But anyways, and they took down most of the flags and put all Ukrainian flags. I got so mad that day. I was just so mad that day. It's like, and they want to sit there and call you pro Russian. You're pro Putin. You're not patriotic. I got a family member that got mad at me and told me that I'm not patriotic. So what does Ukraine have to do with me? What does that have to do with our national security? Is Russia invading us? How is that our problem? Honestly, because most people don't even know where Ukraine is on a map. I know where it's at. I can honestly tell you, I can point it out on the map. What does that have to do with us? Seriously, what does it have to do with us? Seriously. What's going on, Mr. Dan? Monkey Man? Mr. Dan Dorf? Dorndorf? So, I mean, I don't know. I don't know, man. Oh, I'm alright. I'm alright. I'm just like, oh, I just got a lot on my plate right now, man. Another thing has me stressed out. My wife, man, she's been acting like a maniac lately. I don't know what's wrong with her, man. It's like I guys, if I always I keep saying this, if I had my own place, if I could buy my own house, I would leave. Believe me, I would leave. It's like when I'm home, just attacking me, man. It's like leave me alone. No reason. Blaming me for stuff. It's like Jenny Ainge, you gotta do what I've been doing. You gotta be do what I doing. When you see a penny on the ground, pick it up. When you see a quarter on the ground, pick it up. When you see 10 cents, pick it up. I see, and there was this lady in front of me. There was a lady in front of me the other day. She literally dropped 2 pennies right in front of me. She looked at them. She didn't care and walked away. You know what I did? I was looking at it like I was a vulture. Soon as the coast was clear, I looked at the people behind me. They weren't. I didn't care they were looking at me, but I noticed they weren't looking at the pennies either. The guy in the register didn't care. I swooped in and grabbed all the pennies. So, moral of the story is, I make it a habit. If I have spare change from a transit, if I go buy something and they give me back 70 cents, 3 pennies, it doesn't matter, 7 cents. You get the idea. I've been putting it in a bucket. I've been putting it in a bucket. You know how much I had just recently when I roll them up. Do not take them to what is that Coinstar, whatever that thing is called. The rolls of pennies, dimes and nickels and quarters they give them for free at the bank. I roll them up, take them to the bank. I do not deposit them. I ask for the money back in cash. I went to my local coin shop. Not promoting them, but that's where I went. U.S. Coins and jewelry here in Houston. It's a drive from my house, but it's worth it. I went in there and got me 20 ounces of gold eagles. That's what I did. 20 ounces of gold eagles because that's the premium finally went down on the gold eagles. I got me 20 gold eagles, man. So that's what you got to do if you want to save up for retirement. Nope. Stay away from the stock market. Stay away from 401ks. Non financial advice. I always tell people the 401ks are rip off. No, but they give you a match. I know this guy. He got, I don't know how much match. Some guy was telling me there was 50% match. Whatever. He has, I don't know how much there. Man, when the stock market goes down, which any day now, any month now. But anyways, that's oh, that's what you got to do, Jenny. Man, I used to put money in the 401k. I'm never doing that again in my life. Never, 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 never doing that in my life again. Never, never. I am no, fool me once, fool me twice. Third time, shame on you. The saying goes. Never doing it again. I've been tempted again to put a. Guess I'm taking out of my paycheck because it's good. Like reduce your like it kind of reduces your with what's it your the way the deduction on your paycheck. But no, when I got laid off in 2008, remember that financial crisis we had last time? Man, I had to declare it on my check at the end of the year, right, guys? Moo! I owe $3,000 to the IRS. I'll never forget it. I'll never forget it. I said never again. Nope. Learn my lesson. And all the time I put money in there, I never saw it go up. It always kept going down, going down. And remember one time it got so low because of that funding. I said never again. Fool me once, fool me twice. Third time, shame on me. Luciano Casanova. Guys, I am dealing with a possible false accusation of sexual misconduct at work. Can you all keep me in your hopes and prayers? Yeah, I'll pray for you, man. Why not? Nobody prays for me though. Jenny says my company puts money automatically in my forehead, but it's their money, not mine. Well, I don't know what's the deal there, Jenny H, but if you can find a way to roll it over into something else, man. I keep hearing these gold back 401ks. I don't know how that works. I have no idea. I heard some guy's testimony says that the opposite of what happened to me in the 2008 crash. They called it the great. What is it called? It the Great Recession. That person claims it doubled. I don't know how true that is though. I have no idea, but honestly, the 401k is the biggest scam ever. You'll never retire off of that. I know people are gonna get mad at me. Oh, I've had this discussion with some people that have so much faith in the banking system. And I agree with Robert Kiyosaki, man. Only losers save money. I agree with him. And I just started like I can't roll it over without having to pay it back weekly. Oh, that's horrible, Jenny. Well, for the meantime, just leave it there then. It's not your money anyways. Though I wouldn't know. You take some of your money. I'm telling you right now. Go start buying some silver eagles. You'll thank me later. That's what I did. I waited until my coins. I'm already setting coin. I picked up Matter of fact, I picked up a couple pennies. I even got my kids looking in the ground too. I've been picking like people don't care about spare change anymore. People be throwing the quarters, the dimes. When I go to the grocery store, I always look around on the floor. Ooh, that's a good place. Another good place to get spare change. When you go through the drive-through, open the door. You'd be surprised how many coins are laying on the ground, and it's worth it. Cause then I go and exchange it for silver. But yeah, my wife had me all stressed out, really stressed out today. I mean, really stressed out. It's like the pressure that she puts on me, my heart starts beating fast too. Last time my heart started hurting really bad. I'll never forget it. One day she stressed me out so much at work. A couple of months ago, I was the one doing the ground that day. Oh my goodness. Suddenly my heart, I don't know how to explain it to you, but suddenly my heart just went boom 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 boom. I felt it. And then for a minute there, I thought my heart stopped. And then, like a second later, after I said I gotta take a deep breath, my eyeball just swelled up for like 4 days. I really thought that day I was gonna die. I really, really did. I told her about it. Does she care? No. Does she give 2 cents? She's like, oh no, you're exaggerating. You're just like whatever. Stressed out about what? I give her money. She has a place to live. It's like she's well dressed. She wants it. She goes buys herself stuff. I don't tell her nothing. I don't bother her about anything. She's gonna get mad because I don't tell her these things. No, because I don't like to stress her out. It's like she's been bothering me. Like dude, I'm telling you guys, if one day you never see me on YouTube again, but the videos are still up, it's because I finally died. And I've been telling her, you're gonna kill me one day. You're gonna kill me one day. And I'm telling her, she's not taking me serious. You're gonna kill me one day. And I'm really considering, honestly, until I get a couple things out of it. Like right now, I'm in the process of paying off my credit card. I'm in the process of paying off my credit card. I gotta go update my beneficiaries at the bank. I'm gonna do that tomorrow because I plan to go to the bank tomorrow. But I'm telling you, soon as I get a chance, hold on, I gotta roll my windows down. It's getting hot in here. Is it just me? Soon as I get a chance, what was I gonna say? Oh yeah, I'm gonna go. I'm gonna start getting. I'm gonna go purchase a plot of land for me. I'm gonna go purchase a plot of land, cause I got a plan for my funeral. That's something you gotta do anyways. I'm already gonna turn 42 this year. I'm not gonna live forever. I mean, if the Lord gives me another 20 years, I'll be blessed. And hopefully, I'm functioning like I am today, or even better. But I keep telling my wife, "You're gonna kill me. You are gonna kill me," and she's not taking me serious because the amount of stress she puts on me sometimes is just unbearable. It's changed my personality. I'm not a happy person, and man, it's like, goodness, I already was told by somebody you're a grumpy person. No, I'm not a grumpy person. It's just like crap, man. Go for a good while when you get upset, and it helps clear your head. It's not about getting mad and upset. I don't know, explaining to you. It's just like it's been going on for a while. It's just like I don't know if you want to call it emotional abuse. I don't know, man. It's just like, dude, it's just not. You don't do that to people, man. It's just like you don't treat people that way. It's like I don't know, explain it to you, man. It's just that's the reason I did this stream also, cause like it's just like one thing after the other today is like I can't even enjoy like going to my daughter's um private award ceremony. Only 20 students out of the whole school got these. My daughter made the top 20 students at school, so they gave them like a special gathering today. I didn't realize I had to get dressed up. I didn't even get dressed up. No, but my wife blaming me for the keys. Oh, you lost the keys. It's like I told her, look, I've told you this many times. Like me, I leave the keys all the time in the same place. I leave my wallet, my keys right there. So I don't have to be searching like a moron all over the house for them. But no, she'll throw them on the couch, on the floor. You know where they were at? They were in the dishes. It's like I told her, is that a place to put the keys? No, but yelling and screaming at me about the keys. It's like, golly, man. It's like, gee, golly, man. Like, seriously. I am so surprised that I just haven't left with another woman. It's like, I'm just shocked that I have not left with another woman. They might treat me good. They might appreciate what I do. No, but no, she's gonna hear this and say that I'm the bad person. Oh, why are you talking about me? It's like, dude, I got no friends. I got no one that I could call and air out my problems. It's like I just need to get this off my chest. It's like it's just too much. But anyways, what can you do? I'm the bad. At the end of the day, the man's the bad person, and it's just the way it is. Nothing you can do about it. My uncle told me years ago when he was still alive, and now that I'm living it, I realize how true it is. Anthony, please don't leave because you think about your kids, they need you. Well, when I hang up 6 feet under, it's not gonna make a difference, Buzzy. It's not gonna make a difference. It's not gonna make a difference. I can't live my whole life stressed out. It's like never good enough what I do. Never good enough. Never good enough what I do. Nope. Mm-mm. And as a man, I don't ask for a lot. I know if I don't ask for a lot. Jeez. Mm. Then what was it making a big deal about? Oh, you didn't say Happy Mother's Day to me. I don't celebrate holidays to begin with. As a believer, I don't celebrate the holidays. I don't. What a scam. Mother's Day, Valentine's Day. It's like they got you like a ping pong. Father's Day, and then no one even cares about that one. But still, there's a few people that still go out there and they'll buy what they usually get us, man? A wallet. Some men report they get a ties. Most of us don't get nothing. Zero, nada, cinch. I don't celebrate the holidays. I don't follow. I don't follow the traditions of this world. I'm a Bible believer. I don't care. My thought train, my understanding, being awake. I'm like at a whole different level. It's nothing personal against anyone. Just because I called and told a couple people, "Oh, Happy Mother's Day." Oh, you didn't tell me Happy Mother's Day. It's like, come on, jeez, good my goodness. And I can tell you about other instances, but it's just so many. It's just like I don't even know. I'm just telling you the most recent one. And then was it the other day before? The same thing. I'm at home and you're like, you're treating me bad. I told her, when I go on vacation, I don't want any fights. I don't want to be treated bad. Oh, it's not gonna happen. And then women in general, because look, yeah, I've been married 15 years, but in the past I've dated other women. In my family, it was mostly women. Okay, on my dad's side of the family, I don't know much about my mom's side of the family because I didn't really live with them. I only saw them a couple times. But on my dad's side of the family, we're a very small family. Very small family. We're practically non existent. And it's 90% all women. The population is more like 93% all women. It's just me, my brother, and my dad. That's it. Everyone else is female. So I know how they're. Plus, I dated other women in the past. I know my wife hates it when I say that. I bring it up, but it's the honest truth. It's like you could cut them all with the same string. And I can tell you, man, it's like they tell you, they tell you, oh, okay. Like my wife told me, oh, no fights, but you have to promise not to fight. So they'll never admit that they're not gonna fight. No, you're not gonna fight. So I'm here asking you for the favor when I'm on vacation. Please, I don't want no fights or arguments. Don't bother me. Just leave me alone. No, but you don't have to do it. It's like you can never, women can never admit they're wrong, or they never can say I'm sorry, or they never. It's like I always tell my wife, okay, you're telling me this because you're telling me you have to change, but I don't. It's a code word for you have to change, but I don't have to change. And I don't like that, man. It's like, it's like, man, I don't like that, man. It's like I don't like that, man. It's just like I don't know. I'm just saying, it's just the way it is. And then please don't leave. Pinky Piglet Packer says you should not only be working with that paycheck. You don't have to do other stuff, do you? What do you mean? I don't know, man. Paycheck, paycheck. I'm tired of depending on a paycheck. Hang in there, Anthony. Yeah. And then I got really pissed off because after I went to my daughter's no, she had a concert on Monday. That was another fight over there too. Now I don't remember what the fight was about. Another fight. She's always fighting with me. But anyways, I there's this guy that I always go to his business to buy bakery, right? I walk in there and we were talking about inflation, and this guy turns around and tells me, uh, pink piglet pecker. I mean, you shouldn't have to do things around the house and a, have a good meal too. Yeah, a good meal. That sounds great. But how can you have a good meal when you're angry and upset and stressed out? Even if I got my favorite food, I wouldn't enjoy it. And that's another thing I've noticed. You create. She creates a drama, gets me upset and angry, and does her thing, and then it's like the next minute wants you to completely forget about it. It never happened. And wants you to smile the rest of the day and be super happy. Nothing happened. Nothing happened. Boy, well, she'll never admit she's wrong or apologize. I tell you that right now. Well, you'll never get an apology. But they want you to be smiling and happy the rest of the day. And it's like they give you this big load they give you this big old bag full of concrete and cement. And they throw it on you, you caught it, and you're carrying it. and it's heavy, right? So suddenly, like, they never took it off from you, right? But you got the rest of the day, you gotta walk normal, you gotta do all your chores, but you still gotta walk around with that big load on you. And it's like, wow, man. And I tell the younger people, don't get married. My advice is don't get married. But my uncle was right. They only love their children. And I've been watching these videos on Facebook. There's a guy there. There's about two different guys that do. No, it's three. There's a guy from Dominican Republic, and there's a guy from Mexico, and there's another guy. I have no idea where that guy is from. I haven't paid attention. He might be Mexican. They sit there, and all they do is report about single mothers, and everybody records everything nowadays. I guess nothing is private anymore. I guess, but these single mothers demanding, oh, you're not the father, you're not allowed to discipline my children. It's always the same story out of all these women. It's like all these women are the same. It's like I said, you could cut them all with the same scissors. They're all like their first mother, Eve. That's what this brother tells me. But anyways, and maybe you should both try marriage counseling. Huh? Jenny H, I said that years ago. She said hell no. But anyways, this guy, oh, these people, right? They're recording. These guys are recording the single mom. These single moms. Oh, you're not allowed to discipline my kids, but you have to pay. You have to give me money. You have to pay. You have to give me money. It's like, and the moral of the story is these guys always reporting, oh, don't get with a single mom because they expect you to give them money, and they want everything of a good wife, but you're not allowed to discipline their children. You're not really, you're just a stepdad, or you're not really a dad. And it's like, is it any different when they're your children? Because I kind of run into that problem too, and they're my kids. Or it's like, to me, I see like, okay, they're here, okay, exposing the single moms that they're bad, they're horrible, whatever. That's the point they're trying to make. They're trying to show their that's what they talk about, right? But I look at the situation those guys are in. Is it really that much different? Is it much different as a married husband? Because I've ran into the issue. I try to do this with my kids, and my wife says they're contradicting. Like, for example, yesterday was it the day before? My daughter was disrespecting my wife, and I stood up and said, "Don't be disrespecting your mom." And I told her, "Man, you're acting like a drug addict." Oh, why are you saying that? And it's not the first time. I've had this situation with my wife already. And I told her, "Why are you treating me like a stepdad?" I go, "These kids are gonna disrespect you one day. They're gonna run all over you." So it's like it's no different. And like, I remember they used to tell me, "Don't get married, don't get married, don't get married." It's like, oh my goodness. Oh man, it's just one of those things. You're darned if you do, and you're darned if you don't. Because when I turned 24, I started feeling lonely, and I really wanted my own children. But I don't remember being this stressed out, just feeling depressed because at the time I was feeling lonely, but I wasn't stressed out. I don't know, guys. I don't know. I was like, marriage counseling? She don't want to do marriage counseling. Heck no. You know what I told her one day? I told her one day, hey, you should go to one of those women group meetings where they all sit down and talk about how their husband treats them bad, and one woman's gonna say, well, my husband beat me up every day. One's gonna to say, they're all gonna tell their stories. And then it's gonna be your turn to for you to tell what all the bad stuff that I do allegedly. I told my wife, they're gonna kick you out of that meeting. I'm gonna tell you, lady, get the hell out of here. We're gonna whoop your ass. Get out of here. They're gonna kick you out of there so fast. They're gonna think you're making fun of them. I told her that one day. You should go over there. And I go, why don't you write a book too? While you're at it, write a book. Nobody's gonna buy it. Write a book. Who's gonna write it? Nobody's gonna buy it. Nobody's gonna buy nothing. Hey, I might be wrong, right? What can you do, man? That's life. There's no rest until the day we leave this horrible world we live in. This world is so horrible. Perfect example. You know, we were speaking about inflation. There's been hidden inflation for a while. Because, I mean, example, like, I buy these cell phone cables. I can't get much life out of them. They all break. Like, I had one already in my house for like 6 months. And I said, wow, man, I'm surprised it lasted this long. Guess what happened about 2 days ago? So I had to go buy another one. The little piece right here just fell off. No reason. It just fell off. I don't even know how it fell off. You have to go buy another one because they make this stuff made in China. Well, that says it all, right? Is they make trash. That's it. Yep, it's meant. It's called obsolescence. Somebody told me, well, you should buy it off of Amazon. Or what's the other one? You should buy the original one. It's like, why? They're all gonna break anyways. It's like it's pointless. So, anyways, I brought an extra one to take it in the truck. Oh my goodness, man. Yeah, my cables break too. Thank you, Jenny H. For no reason. And I take care of my stuff. I really do. I really do. I want my stuff to last. Oh my goodness. I'm sorry guys if I'm being bored. I got some of it off my chest. I don't care if the wife gets mad at me for making this for making this live stream. I don't really care. I don't give a crap. I'm not trying to get famous. I'm not gonna get famous off YouTube anymore. Like this just heard this testimony of these young women that up in Canada that try to lay on the railroad tracks and the other one recording her and and the train was coming all for TikTok and the train ran her over, cut off her legs, one of her arms, all so she can make a TikTok video. And at the last minute, she decided to move out of the way, which it makes no sense to me. Anyways, I don't care anymore, man. That's it. Nobody's gonna remember me one day. Nobody. Nobody's gonna remember any of us, anyways. That was so sad. Kids, right? I don't know the age. They said I guess they're kids, but she lost both of her legs and one arm. She's still alive though. I'm surprised that person's still alive because you would think all the blood would gush out. Oh man, it's just all for TikTok. The phone could get you in so much trouble. I know this from personal experience. The phone, like that guy that I work with at my job that I want to quit so bad because of him. He's always on the phone. He can't keep his hands off the phone, man. His whole life revolves around the phone. This guy literally I think he GPS. If he's at home, I'm very sure that he puts on the phone how to GPS his way to the toilet. If the I'm not making this up, guys. I am not making this up. I honestly believe that if the cell phone told him to drive the truck into a building, he would do it. I'm very sure he would do it. You know, I fell asleep in the bunk. By the time we made it back to Houston, it's like it's common sense. The route is the same all the time. The route is the same all the time. You just take 59 to Beltway 8. You get off on AirTex. You don't need a GPS, but he's gonna argue with you that he has to GPS it because he's always on the phone. He doesn't know the route. That's really what it is. That's why I don't let him drive. Because if I was to let him drive, every stop he has to text before he starts driving. He has to connect his phone to the what do you call it? The the Bluetooth to the truck so he can hear his music. I let him drive one time and he actually stopped the truck between the stop to text because he has to text. He's always texting. And then there's a new type of text that I noticed they're doing where they speak they send a voice text. It's like why? His whole life revolves around the phone. He pays with the phone. His money's on the phone. His whole life revolves around the phone. He got mad. I told him last time I worked with him, I said, man, my life doesn't revolve around the phone, man. I'm sorry. He got pissed off. He took it personal. This guy, so what he did is instead of taking Beltway 8, he kept going straight. So he drove us right into the heart of traffic. 610, 59, and he was heading into downtown. And suddenly I woke up and I looked out the curtains. I go, where are we? I go, why are we going this way? So then I check my phone really quick. Is gridlock because the cell phone told him to go that way. I go, why would you go that way? So I looked at the traffic to see maybe there was a wreck on Beltway Egg, give him the benefit of the doubt. No, it was all clear. I go, why are you going this way? Because the phone told him to go that way. I go, man, you don't know how to get back to the yard. It's common sense. Beltway 8, Beltway 8. Always keep that in mind. Beltway 8, Beltway 8. So I've told myself I got to wake myself up before we get to Sugarland, Texas. Because Sugarland, Texas is the city before Houston to let them know get on Beltway 8. And this been telling myself, go that way. Oh no, but the folks up, no, go that way, man. Seriously, there's no reason to go that way. Man, we were stuck in gridlock. We were supposed to be back at the yard at 1:59. I remember that's what the that's what yeah, I was supposed to be there at 2. We're gonna get back to the yard till like 2:40. 2:40. I was so mad that day. No, but it's all about the phone, the phone, the phone. And I've been looking online for cell phone jammers. I've been looking for it. I've been so tempted that to get a cell phone jammer so he can't use the phone. I'm curious to know what he's gonna do when his phone doesn't work. Probably kill himself or something. I don't know. But it's like it's just like, and it's just not him. It's like, dude, people are driving and they're looking at the phone. There's this guy that almost had a head-on collision in front of me because he swerved into the left lane. He didn't realize he was going. I was looking at him. I slowed my car down. I mean, I really slowed down to give a good distance in front of me in case he was gonna go head-on collision with that car. Either that, the car was gonna. Cause there's people so dumb out here that they'll sit there and hope for the best, and they'll just slam into the car and die. And you know what I did when I had the opportunity? I went around him, and you know the SUV has a V8, so he tried to race me. They don't want you to be in front of him. You know what he tried to do? The guy was going slow. Suddenly he was speed because like people that are on their phone, they'll suddenly speed up to the speed limit and they'll gradually slow down, and they look like they're drunk. And they look like they're drunk. So when I had the chance, boom! And you know what? I always like to see what are they doing. He was on the phone. He was like this. It's like, what are you looking at that is so important? They always wonder, what are you looking at? And I've been observing because when I'm in the 18 wheel, I'm really high up in the air. And if we get caught on the phone doing the same thing that the people that don't have a CDL do, it's a $3,000 fine. And I believe the company gets a $30,000 fine. But me personally, I don't do it. A lot of drivers don't care. They still risk it. They could care less. If the company gets a big fine and they get a $3,000 fine, they don't care. I like to look when I get a chance to see what are they looking at. And I put this on everything. 9 out of 10 times they're just doing this. People are just doing this. They'll scroll through the settings like 5 times. The section that says settings. control screen. Then they'll get to like one screen where certain apps are at. Then go to the other screen where certain apps are at. And I've seen people just do this. Some is like they can't help it. They just go in this. Sometimes they're FaceTiming with people. The other day, man, it's like I had to be a cell phone, tablet, no, a tablet, those big tablets or an iPad. You know how they're huge. The business size are like really big, right? Oh, Jenny H, come to, I don't know your area, but come visit me one day. You can stay here in my house if you want to. I'll rent you a hotel if you want me to, and rent a car and just look. You'll be shocked. Get yourself like a big giant SUV where you're up in the air, and just you're gonna be shocked how people here they're like drug addicts. They're like zombies. But anyways, I'm not lying to you. They say this is the cell phone amount, but they say it's 4 times the size of this, right? They literally had it right in top of the steering wheel. But it's not that it was in top of the steering, because you know the steering wheel moves, right? No, they actually had it clamped to the windshield, like. Can you imagine? They say this. You see how like right here is the lining of the live stream. I'm not making this up. They say this is the tablet. This is where the tablet was, and you see the screen lit up full blast right here, and they're driving. And I said, man, how do they not get a ticket? Well, no, because the cops here don't enforce nothing. And they're driving with the tablet right in their face like this, blocking about 70% of the windshield minimum. And it's like, dude, that's unacceptable. I don't understand. I don't get it how people don't get in trouble for that. That's why we have too many accidents here. Right now, if I was to go drive around, I could guarantee you I could find at least 3 cell phone accidents right now. Right? You used to get pulled over for dice, but this okay? No, I'm not making this up, and I already seen it 3 times. No, seriously, come to my area. You'll see plenty of what I'm telling you. I'm not making this up. I put this on everything. Seriously, I put this on everything, and that's the stuff that I deal with living in this area. That's why I want to eventually, if I ever come up with some good money, I'm leaving. I don't want my kids growing up around this. It's like, and then people here are so phased out. They think it's normal. They think it's normal behavior to see a car flipped over. Like there was just a major accident here a couple of days ago. What was it? Half of the freeway was split in half. 610 and down in Houston, they tore up the freeway. They literally tore up the whole concrete. A car on fire. For sure, they're blaming the truck driver. But living here, I already know that somebody was on their phone, and most likely the person either drifted to the left. Or, most likely, this I've seen this with my own. I seen it with my own in my personal vehicle and in the truck. I seen them when they're on the phone like this, completely submerged in there. Probably FaceTiming or just scrolling through the settings. And then I don't know what clicks in their head to look to see what's in front of them. That they have to swerve out of the way at the last minute and slam the brakes and swerve out of the way. They either swerve into the emergency lane, or maybe they couldn't. There's no, some of the freeways, some of the roads don't have an emergency lane. Some of them really don't because they're old. So they either swerve to the right or to the left. And most likely the truck driver thought he was gonna kill the person. They cut in front of them, and they probably decided to go right into the wall of the freeway. And that's most likely what happened. Because honestly, truck drivers have cameras in their truck, and they're not gonna sit there to get themselves in trouble. And that's most likely what happened. Most likely that's what happened. I haven't read the story. I just saw the headline. I saw a little bit of a picture. I didn't want to read into it because I'm sick and tired of all the accidents here. But if there's a truck involved, they're gonna say it's the truck's fault. But honestly, that's most likely what happened. Because I've seen it happen too many times. Yeah, they'll pull you over for having too dark window tint too. Jenny H, but you don't live in Texas, Jenny. Jenny, that's my point, but not something more dangerous. It's just bizarre. Come in this area, guys. Southeast Texas, which consists of Houston, Conroe, Woodlands, Galveston, all the way down to Lake Jackson, then Beaumont, Texas, Woodville, Texas, All this area around here, Crosby, Texas, Highlands, Texas, all the way down to Orange, Texas. It was considered the deadliest highways in America, and I can see why. I see it why. Why would you put a tablet? I'm not making this up, guys. 70% of your screen. I already seen it 3 times. The light at full blast, and I didn't even know that they made tablet mounts. I didn't even know they exist. They got cell phone mounts, so you can put your phone on, and put your GPS. It could guide you, right? But these people, they have cell phone mounts too. I see them with cell phone mounts, but they're FaceTiming with people. They're talking, or they're watching movies too. I see them. They're watching their shows, which is rare because most of them are texting. Uh, but right on the, like right here, and they have it. It's not like this on the most wind shows. They're kind of like at a slope. What they do is, yeah, the mount is on the slope, but they'll position the tablet so it could be right in their face. I'm like, wow, man, wow, wow, wow. And I remember when I used to do my live streams on the way to work. I mean, on the way back home or on the way to work, people used to give me a hard time. Oh, that's not safe what you're doing. Blah blah blah. But I'm not even touching the screen. Sometimes I read the comments a little bit. I try to read the comments, but by then the freeway was, most of the roads were empty. But not saying it was right what I was doing. Oh my goodness. I don't know. I can't even eat greasy food anymore because now my lips keep getting. Look, I clean my lips and then they get greasy again. I had some potato chips. It's like my body's pushing out this grease. And it's not even healthy grease that they cook the chips in. It's like the worst kind of grease you could put in your body, which is vegetable oil. And then they put the word vegetable oil to make it sound healthy. Or canola oil. All seeds oils are just bad for you. Oh, but then let me tell you, the only thing you get pulled over for here, speeding. Like speeding is a problem. But why don't they pull over the extremely slow drivers? That's another thing. They drive really slow here. Oh man, I'm sick and tired of that. And they're very inconsiderate. Very inconsiderate. They don't care if they have 50 cars behind them. They will literally, the speed limit will say 65. No, they're gonna go 45. And when you're in that 18-wheeler truck and you're loaded, it is very, very too impossible to pass them up. Oh, they don't care. If you beep at them or flash the lights, they'll try to brake check you. Oh, man. And believe me, they're on the phone too. People are so in love with the phone. Oh, my goodness. All right, we got a. How long we been on here? We've been on here for an hour and 3 minutes. I guess we've been on here for an hour and 3 minutes. I didn't even realize that. Anyways, guys, thank you for listening to me. I feel much better already. I feel like I just got a some luggage off of my chest. I don't care if she gets mad at me tomorrow. I don't care. It's my mental health. It's my health. Thank you, Pinky Piglet Packer. Hopefully, I'm saying that correctly. But I just had to get this off of my chest. It's horrible. It is horrible. It's not even healthy because then I'm mad, I'm upset. I'm gonna hang up saying things. Like she got upset at me yesterday because I told her I'm gonna divorce you. I'm tired of this. Dude, I was at a point where like I felt trapped, desperation. I didn't know what to do. I can't afford my own apartment, and it's like I was just so angry and so upset that I just had nothing else to say. That's all I could say. But in reality, it's like I'm screaming for help. And then the next day she was upset about it because I said that. She took it so personal. But what am I supposed to do? I feel like I'm like a cat trapped between a wall, you know? Yeah. It's like, what am I supposed to do? It's like, jeez, man. I don't know, man. I've never been good with. I've never had luck with women. I've never had luck with women. I don't know why. Women have always like hated me. That's what I noticed. Women just hate me. Like the only women that have ever like remotely shown any love to me is like my daughters. That's it. Like my 9 month year old. Right now that I'm not working, oh, today she wore me out. She only wants to be with me. Then if she happens to go to my wife because she has to eat breast milk, soon as she fills up her little tummy with breast milk, immediately she's like, like immediately. You know, she woke me up this morning. She woke me up in the morning. She crawled all the way from she crawled all the way from the kitchen where my wife was feeding her in the morning, and I just heard little steps. That's what woke me up with the little sounds of little steps. She crawled all the way from the kitchen all the way to my room. She pushed the door open, crawling, which I guess I didn't close the door right. And she got next to my bed and just started making little cute little noises. Oh, thank you, Jenny H. That's my 4 year old when he was barely my baby daughter's age. He's about 10 months there. He doesn't look like that anymore. I wish he still looked like that. He's still cute. He's talking really cute right now because he barely just started talking. But man, she woke me up this morning to look for me. She's taking advantage of every little moment I'm there. I'm like, oh man, but she wore me out today. Because we went to the award ceremony today for my daughter, the private reward ceremony. Only 20 students were there. Man, like she was screaming to be with me, and then she was with me, and then she was complaining. I had to walk around, and she was doing her little voices. Random teacher walked up and said, "Oh, you're trying to give your speech," and everybody thought it was funny. And man, but she's heavy. Like my back starts hurting after a while. Man, she's like super, super attached to me. But I'm gonna tell you guys the true story, and I tell this to my wife. Like about almost 10 months before my wife was even pregnant, I knew that I wanted a daughter. I knew I wanted a daughter. And I kept saying, man, I wonder what she looks like. And I kept thinking about a little daughter, little girl. And I was thinking about my special needs daughter. And I said, man, if I have another child, it's going to be a daughter that kind of like fill in that gap. Because I have a special needs daughter. And to make up for that gap that I got in my life. Because, you know, she's special needs. Like she's never going to be able to get married or have children. And she's not going to have a normal life. And I'm thinking like if ever anything ever happens to my daughter, you know, then I'm gonna have one less child. You never know, right? So then that's how I started. I was like, man, I really want another little girl. I wonder what she would look like. So then when I found out, like almost a year later, my wife got pregnant, and I started praying to the Lord to give me a little girl. Oh, I was so happy when my wife told me she was pregnant. I was so happy. So I started praying that I would get a girl. And then when the ultrasound appointment came by, they told me it was a girl. Oh, I was so happy. I was so, so happy. I like my boys. I love my boys, but I want another girl. Boy, does my daughter now, she's stuck to me like glue. And I tell my wife, well, she knows that I wanted her. That's why. That's why she's attached to me because she knew. She knows that since she was in the stomach, she knows. Thank you, thank you, thank you. That's my little boy. So, so that's my little girl. And then her name, I accidentally found it. I accidentally found the name, and I really like the name. So and it's different. I don't know many people that have her name. I don't know anybody that has her name. Her name is Liana, which is Lyanna. Liana. Or you can say it. There's like 7 different ways to say it. But originally, it was supposed to be Lyana, Liana. But my wife insisted in 2 N's. But so I just added an extra N, which to me, honestly, it still sounds the same, almost the same. Okay, I got 5 people watching. If I could get a couple more thumbs up, please. Let me know if you guys want the live stream to keep going or should I end it? Oh man. Yo, it's Josh. What's up, Josh? What's going on, man? Man, all of you that don't have a profile picture, man, I got a long time subscriber. He still watches my videos. It's just I'm not as active as I used to be. His name is man, I can't think of his name right now. But anyways, one day I told him, man, is there any way you could put a picture on your profile picture, man? You're always on here anyway. I go, man, it doesn't have to be your picture. I go, it could be a picture of like a soda can or bag of chips. It doesn't matter, man. If you if you guys could like, if you're planning like to be more like be one of my regulars, please put a picture of like something funny though. You guys can put something funny like. It's understandable if you don't want to put a picture of yourself. You don't have to. There's no reason to. Like, take a picture of your steering wheel or your toilet. Something funny. I'll leave you guys up to you. Well, anyways, that guy, he put a picture of like a bag of his candy, like those bags of candy or something. But now that I see the picture of the bag of candies, I immediately know it's him. I know it's him. Oh man, I remember when well now they just put a letter, right? Like yo, it's Josh. They put the Y, right? But before it was a drawing of just of a a stick figure. I remember. I don't think you guys remember that years ago. It was a picture of a stick figure, and then before the stick figure, it was just like for a while it was just color, different colors, and then it was for a while it was a picture of when when the movie ended at the end. But now it's just they're back to the letters again. Did any of you ever have a Google Plus account? I remember when Google Plus first came out, my friend was so excited. He told me to sign up. He said that he sold his Google Plus account when he first had it because not everybody had one. And now they just shut down Google Plus. What happened to Google Plus? Did anybody use it? I don't know. Well, I don't think I got much else to say, guys. I'm just like, I gotta get up early. I gotta go to the bank. I want to go to the 18-wheeler truck dealer. There's one not too far away from here. I want to go check out a couple trucks. And what else did I want to do? Oh yeah, I want to go check out my friend over there where he has his own. Oh, you never had one? We had crazy weather tonight in Louisiana. Oh, Louisiana has some crazy weather. I used to drive there all the time to go drop off some loads. Ooh, I remember those days, man. One night I was on. Is this highway that runs along Interstate 10? I can't remember the name of the highway. Man, it was so windy. So I'm driving the 18 wheeler and I'm coming up on this town, right? And the lightning was so bright that I wasn't really paying attention at first, but it was raining hard. It was pushing the trailer like this. And I started getting worried. I really started getting worried. And I was going to my last stop. Man, I remember that night. This like it was like I don't know, it was like a grip load of lightning happened, flashed all at once, and it lit up the whole sky. Mind you, it's like I'm heading back towards Lake Charles, but I'm like I'm barely coming. I got really close to Lafayette, but I'm heading back. And the sky lit up because there was so much lightning came down at the same time. It lit up the sky very well for like almost a minute that I could see everything like it was almost daytime. That's when I saw the funnel cloud right in front of me, not on top of the road, but next to me, coming towards me. And I said, "You gotta be kidding me." There was a tornado. And you would think tornadoes only happen during the day. Boy, was I wrong. I saw the funnel cloud and it was touching the ground. Man, I was just praying and I kept going. And I thank the good Lord. I did stop for like a couple of seconds. I didn't know what to do because the roads there are so narrow and they don't have emergency lanes. And it was nothing but a I guess grass field. I did see like a barn up ahead, but there was no way to make a U-turn. Impossible. I couldn't make a U-turn in that truck. It was either I stayed there or just kept going, and I just kept going. I went, and I thank the good Lord. I thank the good Lord nothing happened to me. I got to a town, I had to slow the speed limit down. I did see an officer out there, but I just kept rolling. I'll never forget. I can't remember the name of the highway. It's a highway that runs parallel to Interstate 10. And then I believe I got to a highway 181, I think it was. And then I made a left turn and it took me back to I-10. Can't remember the name of the town right now. Cannot remember. But it was a town before Lafayette. I know that for a fact it was a town before Lafayette. Man, I'm so sorry to hear that. And I remember taking loads, emergency loads to when they had the what was it, Hurricane Mo, I think it was? No, I don't remember honestly. But it sounds like it might have been through there. But anyways, I remember when Lake Charles they had no electricity that whole week, and it stink. The whole city smelled like sewage. I remember taking bottled water over there. Man, then it was Hurricane Mo. Was it Hurricane Mo? I don't remember anymore. So many hurricanes. Then they got a hurricane like 7 days later. So sad, man. Just so sad. Then a couple of towns over got hit too. Really bad. I remember really bad. But I remember going through Lake Charles and then some towns ahead. I can't remember the name of the towns. All of them were without power. I went through there and it looked super dark. Only like one or two businesses still had lights because they had generators. Man, so sad, man. So sad. So sad, man. Those were the days. I miss going out that way. I really do. I really miss going out those way. I remember going over that bridge right there in Lake Charles. That bridge is so high up in the air. What's up, Sharon Hallway? What's going on? Hey, Anthony. Sorry I'm late. Just after 6 p.m. Oh wow, where are you? Over here it's 3:15 in the morning. You said 6 in the morning? I don't know the name of that bridge. That bridge is man. That one and the 210. No, the 210. That takes you into Lake Charles, where the casino is at. Every time I would get on that bridge, especially when it was under construction, which it was down at 2 lanes, I just looked straight ahead and I never looked. I never bothered to look either way because it felt like I was up in the ocean, man. I never looked. I just looked straight ahead and that's it. Woo, it was so narrow. Well, one thing I've never understood is on the bridge, why they slow the speed limit down to like 50 miles an hour. Yeah, I'm hanging out in my car right now. Something I just don't understand. Why would you slow the speed limit going up a hill? What I did in the truck is I just made sure there was no cops because the speed limit on I-10 is like, I want to say 65 or 70. So man, what I would do is like a block before the bridge, like a block before the bridge went up. It said to slow down to 50 miles an hour. Nope, not me, man. Man, I gun it in that truck. I literally step on it till it goes fast as it can, so I could at least make it almost to the stop, not quite. So the truck just starts slowing down on its own. Cause if I started at 50 miles an hour from the bottom, by the time I'm not even halfway, I'm already going 30 miles an hour. And I get paid by the load and the stops. I'm like, man, I want to be able to make it back to headquarters to get another load. And I used to gun it. Boom. By the time I get to the top, I was already going 45. But at least I was at the top already. And on the way back down, I would put on my J brake. When I get a little bit past half, I just let the truck go. Let's go. It's gonna be full speed ahead by the time I get down anyway. What would you compare pricing Texas to Louisiana? I don't know. I only dropped off the pallets and left whenever I went. I never stopped to eat or anything, to be honest with you. It was one time I did stop to play the machines, but I never. And one time I did stop to take a nap, but that's about it. Driving, I don't know, cause my company paid for the gas. Plus, I got fuel at the home base anyways. But I like Louisiana. The people are friendly, very friendly. There's something about I like about Louisiana. The people are very friendly, very friendly. I like Louisiana, but my understanding is it's hard to find a job. Do 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 do. Oh, driving. Oh, the people drive different. Oh, I get what you're saying. People drive different in Louisiana. You don't see all the accidents. Um, People they're going slow. They're not in the fast lane. Um, Only one time I saw a person driving. I think it was on 181. Only one time there was a guy driving in the fast lane, the passing lane, going super slow. And the speed limit was like 75. They were literally going like 50 miles an hour. And there was a guy already going slow, but he was in the right of way. He was in the slow lane. And all the people were honking the horn, bah, bah, move out of the way. So then finally they were able to cut in front of him. As soon as all the cars cut in front, I noticed the plate said Texas. I said no coincidence. The license plate say Texas. All the people with Louisiana plates are honking the horn and telling you to move out of the way. You don't do it. I go, it's no coincidence. But what can you do, man? That's just the culture around here. Anyways, guys, I think I'm gonna end the stream. I'm gonna go to sleep. You guys have a beautiful, beautiful day. Thank you for listening to me. I didn't even know I had a cut on the palm of my hand. That's not good. And now I'm starting to feel the discomfort. God bless you guys. Jesus loves you. Comment, rate, subscribe. More to come. All right, man. Take it easy always. Thank you. Thank you, guys. Have a good night. Sharon Hallway. And Jenny H. I know she's somewhere in there. Whoever else is watching, you guys have a beautiful, beautiful night. Hey, check out my backup channels. Rumble, Bitchute, links below. And thank you. I appreciate that. I'm gonna start getting more active on over there. I need to. Um, God bless you guys. I go back to work Thursday. That's if I don't call off. And we'll see what happens from there. Sayonara, guys. Have a beautiful night. God bless you. Take care, guys. Peace out. Jesus loves you. Keep me in prayer. Have a good night. Thank you, guys. Bye bye.